Imagine waking up and realizing the power of God has left you. Your enemies are at the door. Your hair gone. Your strength gone. Your purpose forgotten. That was Samson's final dawn. The man who tore lions apart with his bare hands, now grinding grain in the dark, blinded, mocked, and broken. But here's the truth no one tells you. Sometimes God lets you fall, so you remember who gave you your strength in the first place. This is the story of Samson, the strongest man who ever lived, and the one who forgot what true strength really meant. Israel was in chaos. For 40 years, the Philistines ruled over them, brutal, arrogant, unstoppable. Then, one night, an angel appeared to a barren woman from the tribe of Dan. "Your son," the angel said, "will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. A child set apart from birth. No wine, no unclean food, no razor on his head. A Nazirite, chosen, anointed, destined. His name was Samson. And from the moment he was born, power flowed through him like fire in his veins. But that power came with purpose, and purpose without obedience is just pride waiting to fall." Samson grew strong, not gym strong, divine strong. He once tore a lion apart with his bare hands and later found the swarm of bees living inside its carcass. He made a riddle out of it. He laughed. He played with destiny like it was a game. But the first cracks in his story appeared in love. He fell for a Philistine woman, one he was warned not to marry. But Samson didn't listen. He followed his eyes, not his calling. At the wedding, the Philistines tricked him. They cheated in his riddle game, mocked his pride, and humiliated him. In a blind rage, he killed 30 men and stormed away. That day, something shifted. Love turned to vengeance. Destiny turned to obsession. Samson's power became his curse. He fought with the jawbone of a donkey and killed 1,000 men. The people sang his name. The Philistines feared it. But heaven grieved. Because Samson, the deliverer, was starting to look a lot like the enemy he was meant to defeat. He thought he was unstoppable, but the enemy knew one thing. Every strong man has a weak spot, and Samson's weakness was women. Enter Delilah, beautiful, clever, dangerous. The Philistines offered her silver to discover the secret of Samson's strength, and she smiled, because every downfall begins with a whisper that sounds like love. "Tell me," she purred, "where does your strength come from?" He lied, once, twice, 3 times. But love, real or fake, has a way of wearing you down. Night after night, she pressed him. Tell me if you love me. Until finally, exhausted, lonely, and blind to the trap, Samson broke. My strength is in my hair, for I am a Nazirite to God from birth. If it is cut, I shall become weak like any other man. And that night, while he slept on her lap, she betrayed him. A razor, a few quiet snips, and history changed forever. The Philistines are upon you, Samson. He woke up and thought, I will go out as before. But when he tried to move, nothing. The power was gone. The Spirit of the Lord had departed. They seized him. They gouged out his eyes. They chained him in bronze shackles. And the mighty warrior of God became a grinder in a Philistine prison. Blind, broken, forgotten. You can almost hear his heartbeat in the darkness, every push of the millstone echoing with regret, every step whispering the same question: how did I get here? Time passed. His hair began to grow again, and somewhere in that darkness, Samson began to remember who he was. One day, the Philistines gathered in their great temple to worship their god Dagon. Thousands filled the hall. Laughter, music, drunken pride. Bring out Samson, they shouted. Let him entertain us. They brought him in, stumbling, guided by a young boy. The crowd roared. The mighty Samson, blind and weak. But in that moment, Samson whispered the most powerful prayer of his life. O Lord God, remember me, strengthen me just once more, that I may avenge myself upon the Philistines for my eyes. He reached out. His hands touched the two central pillars of the temple, and with tears in his eyes and fire in his heart, he said, Let me die with the Philistines. Then he pushed. Stone cracked, wood groaned, screams filled the air, and the temple fell, crushing rulers, soldiers, and Samson himself beneath the rubble. The man who forgot his strength remembered it at last, and in his death he killed more enemies than he had in his entire life. Samson's story isn't just about strength, it's about failure, about losing everything and still finding your way back to God. Because sometimes our greatest battles aren't fought with swords or fists, but with pride, temptation, and regret. Samson teaches us this: you can be gifted and still fall. You can be chosen and still wander. But if there's breath in you, there's still a chance to turn back. God didn't abandon Samson. Samson walked away, and when he finally remembered his purpose, God was right there in the dark. Samson's story. Are you playing with your purpose? Are you sleeping in Delilah's lap, thinking your strength will never leave you? Or are you ready to remember who you really are? Because sometimes the hair grows back, and when it does, so can your faith. If this story moved you, share it. Comment, "Remember me, Lord," and subscribe to Timeless Bible Stories, where ancient stories come alive, and every tale reminds us of the God who still gives strength to the broken.